Hey guys, good morning. How's everyone doing? It's currently the 22nd. I realize you guys don't always know the days when I'm vlogging because I don't post my vlogs every day. I do them 3 days in a row and then post it 2 days later. So you guys don't always know when this was filmed and what day it is. But yeah, today's OOTD is this long sleeve shirt from Express, leggings from Victoria's Secret, and then I'm going to wear my red Adidas. And just a little update on the first morning of my nose ring. Last night, the only downside of it was, I guess, from getting it done, I couldn't stop being dizzy and nauseous. And that's partially probably because you can't eat for 4 hours before getting it done. And then I didn't get home till 2 hours later, so I didn't eat very much that day. And then today, my only struggle is just getting used to the fact that it's there. You can't just blow your nose the way you normally would. You can't wash your face the way you normally would, because normally I'm very heavy with scrubbing my nose with my face wash, and today I kind of had to make sure to go around it and stuff. And at first, right when I was putting it on, my hand hit my nose ring, and I thought that would end up hurting really bad, but it didn't. So today's plan is me and my sister are going to grab coffee, and then we are going to go to my doctor appointments. I have 2 today. So yeah. Hey guys, so I have a lot to talk about with you guys today. Basically, I kind of have a routine down, but at the same time, everything's just kind of a mess. So my basic routine right now is taking Willow out at about 9 o'clock in the morning, and I have these new meds that help me sleep because I went to the doctor and it was a very emotional meeting. The meds are supposed to help me in a lot of ways, but also I have a kind of sleep, forgot the name for it, but you basically don't sleep. And so for the past few days, I hadn't been going to bed till 4 a.m. And before you guys are well, did you try this? Did you try this? Did you try that? I tried a lot of things that people told me to do. I was taking Benadryl. I was taking melatonin. I was getting off my electronics an hour before. I was falling asleep to a show. I was taking a hot shower before. I was working out before. So the first thing I do is my dad goes to work at about 5 a.m., something like that. And he takes out Willow before he goes. And then I get up at 9 a.m. because I set an alarm every night. And I take out Willow at 9 a.m. And then I feed her. And I go back to sleep and put her back to sleep. And then I get up at about 10 a.m. And like I said, 10 a.m., 10:30, something like that. Like I said, these medicines make me really, really tired. Oh, it's so bad. But basically when I get up, actually get up, not for Willow, I have to end up getting coffee first, or I have to watch some videos first to actually wake up. So I'm out of bed by 11 something, maybe 10:30. And so today I just got my coffee, did the dishes, and watched some videos. And now by this time I usually wash my piercing, get ready to walk downstairs because there's an elliptical in the basement, and so that's what I do. Usually in the morning I'll do some yoga and then I will walk on the elliptical. So I wash my piercing, walk on the elliptical, and then I go shower and get ready for that day. Yeah, I don't normally have a lot planned right now because right now there's a crazy situation, okay? And I'm just going to try and show you guys, and you guys will probably figure out why it's crazy. I'm going back to Oregon. So now I'm going to show you guys how I clean my nose piercing. So basically, first thing I do is I take this cap thing from my shaving cream, and I'm just going to use that one. I've always used that one since I got the piercing. I take this salt that they gave me. I think it's just regular sea salt or Epsom salt, I don't know. And I just pour some on the bottom of that. I'd say about that much-ish. Yeah. It's an 1/8 or a 1/4 of a tablespoon. And then I get the water hot and just put it in there. Okay, so after I've gotten it kind of filled and mixed up and all that, I take 2 Q-tips. One Q-tip I go in before dipping it in the mix, and I just kind of get all the stuff and bacteria out of there. So I just go in, and it looks so gross and it feels weird. But yeah, I just do that just to, I don't know, I just do that. Next thing I do is I take the mix. I kind of stir it around with the Q-tip just because I want to like make sure it's all mixed together and like has enough salt on it. And then I go inside and make sure it's warm. If it's kind of cold, it's going to feel even worse on you, you know. And so I go around the piercing, I go on the piercing and on the piercing ball with the mix. I probably dip it in, like, I don't dip it in again. I just keep doing it. But yeah, I just clean around the inside and around the piercing and on the piercing that's inside my nose. And then I take the other side that is still dry, hasn't been touched, and I dip it around the mix again. And then I go around the piece that was pierced and I kind of clean around that side. If you guys can see that, yeah, you can. Okay, and then I clean like the top of the piercing and that kind of thing and around my nose so that it's not infected. Or anything like that. Next thing I do is I take the actual mixture and I'm going to blow bubbles in it. This will just clean the entire piercing so that you didn't miss anything, and I do this twice a day. I clean the piercing once a day. That's just what you need to do, at least for the very first week. You want to do that for about 10 minutes, and so that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. I get why you mad at me. You acted drastically, actually casually poisoned you, made you a casualty. Then you came back to me. Oh my, you way too attached to me. Poison all in your veins, huh? Now you're saying you hate us, telling me that you're leaving me. Then the next day we make love.
So I already did my workout, cleaned my piercing, and took Will out for our second time today. And I had my second cup of coffee and second bottle of water. I like to drink my first cup of coffee first, and then I drink my first bottle of water with the cup of coffee. That way I'm not getting too dehydrated. And then I usually drink a second bottle of water before drinking my second cup of coffee. And so now I'm going to get like officially ready for the day. I've already done my workout and all that, so now I'm just gonna hop in the shower.